South Plainfield Mayor and Council. This meeting has been advertised in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-6, with adequate notice of this meeting being provided to borough's two official newspapers and also published on the borough's website. Amy, will you call the roll, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Councilman Dean. Here. Councilwoman Faustini.
Here.
Councilman Bash.
Here.
Councilman White.
Here.
Councilman Bullock.
Here.
Council President Benjamin.
Here. Thank you. Can you take us through a review of tonight's agenda?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. This evening there are no members of closed session. We have the approval of council minutes for June 4th. We have 3 proclamations on this evening, 2 presentations. We have the police promotions and 2 new hires for the police department. We have 1 ordinance on for a second reading by title, 1 ordinance on for a first reading by title. 16 resolutions this evening, 4 matters of correspondence, payment of bills totaling $1,076,714.86, council reports, and we conclude with public comments. And that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Council comments on agenda items?
Nothing there.
No executive session. Okay, as you can see, there's a large number of people here tonight. We have a couple of items that are on for the public session. 3 proclamations mentioned, and also a presentation for Women's History, essay contest winners, and also the South Plainfield Elks donation. What we're going to do tonight, we're going to do those presentations at the agenda meeting, and then we're going to take a brief recess, and we'll continue with the police promotions and the police new hires. So, with that being said, if there's anybody that's in the hallway that needs to be inside the room for the proclamations or the presentations, you want to make your way in there. If there's anybody who's here strictly for police promotions and police hires and you want to get a little extra air, you'll have a little bit of time to do that. All right. At this point, we'll open it up for, well, actually, no, we won't. No, we won't. We're going to do the proclamations first. Okay, we have 3 proclamations. The first will be Amateur Radio Week. I know we have our members of the Amateur Radio Club here. As soon as I'm done with the proclamation, I'll ask if you guys can join me up front to accept. Again, proclamation for Amateur Radio Week. Whereas amateur radio operators are celebrating over a century of the miracle of the human voice broadcast over the airways, and whereas amateur radio has continued to provide a bridge between people, societies, and countries by creating friendships and the sharing of ideas. And whereas amateur radio operators have also provided countless hours of community services, both in emergencies and to other local organizations throughout these decades. And whereas amateur radio services are provided wholly uncompensated. And whereas the state also recognizes the services amateur radio people also provide to our many emergency response organizations, including the Borough of South Plainfield. And whereas these same individuals have further demonstrated their value in public assistance by providing free radio communications for local parades, bike-a-thons, fairs, and other charitable public events. And whereas amateur radio provided its undisputed relevance in the modern world in 2005 by providing emergency communications when other systems failed in the devastations of Hurricanes Katrina and Rita in the United States and the tsunami catastrophes overseas. And whereas the American Radio Relay League, ARRL, is the leading organization for amateur radio in the USA, and will be conducting its annual Field Day exercises, which will take place on June 23rd and 24th, of which there's a 24-hour emergency preparedness exercise and demonstration of the radio amateurs' skills and readiness to provide self-supporting communications without further infrastructure being required. Now therefore be it proclaimed that I, Matthew Pianesh, Mayor of the Borough of South Plainfield, do hereby declare the week of June 17th, 2018 through June 23rd as Amateur Radio Week in the Borough of South Plainfield, and call upon all borough residents to extend their appreciation and respect to our amateur radio operators. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll join me up front.
to Mayor Nash and to...
Hold on, pose for a picture first, and then we'll let you say something.
Look at me. This is the TV.
Sorry, we're talking. There, you can't get everybody. Wayne, I don't know why you're hiding, Wayne. Yeah, forward. Ron, you down.
How are we now?
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's
Let's
it.
go.
Let's have, I just, take it out. Thank you.
I want to thank you, Mayor and Council, for the honor of the proclamation, for all that we do. We do it for love of what we do, and we hope that the residents of South Plainfield will come out on Saturday and Sunday and see what we do in Spring Lake Park and how we do it. Thank you very much.
It's truly amazing what these guys are capable of doing, and I'm not saying that because my father's been involved, but when you certainly need them, their skills are undisputed. And I do encourage you, if you have the opportunity to go out to Spring Lake and take a look at what they do, you'll be amazed by just some of the setup that they do with, again, really no mechanical skills, no mechanical tools at all. So it's worth going over there and taking a look at that if you get the chance. Okay, second will be women's history. Whereas women of every race, class, and ethnic background have made historic contributions to the growth and strength of our community, our state, and our nation in countless recorded and unrecorded ways. And whereas women's history is an opportunity for us to recognize the influence that women have made to our nation and to honor those who blaze trails for women's empowerment and equality. Whereas the history of American women is an expansive story of outstanding individuals who sacrificed much and worked hard in the pursuit of a better world, where peace, dignity, and opportunity can reign. And whereas women of strength, vision, and character have long influenced our country by contributing their time, efforts, and wisdom in a variety of vastly diverse ways to improve and enhance our government and communities, our schools and religious institutions, our businesses, and the military, and the arts and sciences. Now therefore, I, Matthew P. Nash, Mayor of the Borough of South Plainfield, do hereby call upon all people of the borough to observe throughout the year the many contributions of American women. Fine ladies who put together the Women's History Month want to come up and accept this, and we have another presentation. And it's Women's Suburban.
Are we doing a presentation
You can do the
after or
presentation
now?
too. You can do it
Do
now.
you want us to do it now? Yeah, come on, yes. We can do the presentation besides accepting the proclamation. After we do the
You're gonna drop everything you need over here, it's fine. Come on, come in the front. I will be coming.
I'm 12.
Whatever.
Squeeze in, and you got
So we're doing the proclamation first.
Well, he did it. And then we'll do our presentation.
You can come forward a little and then you can move in. You wanna come forward, you're shorter. And then, yeah. And then, yeah, right, that, yeah. No. Now you gotta move over that way. I don't want you to pass. I can't see
Go in
that.
front of Stephanie
Yeah.
next to us.
Yeah, you're short enough, Stephanie. You're gonna have to move over a little bit that way. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. It's not that hard.
Wait for the rest of it. You guys want to go ahead and
This is our 6th year promoting women's history and asking for essays from our high school students. They could be any high school student in the district. This year we chose Amelia Earhart and the members of the team, and this year Suburban Women's Club partnered with us because they also do women's history. So this is Stephanie Barfalvi, Shannon Jeffries, Pat DeSantis, Diana Catone, Jane Randella, and Lucy Hudson, and Nina Rohr couldn't be with us tonight, and April Benjavanga couldn't be with us either. But they're part of this team. So our first prize is $250, and it goes to Emily Rousseau. The essays have to be thorough, well thought out, the grammar has to be correct, and works has to be cited. So Emily, congratulations. It's $250 from the Women's Leadership Team and Thank you.
Can she stay there? Can she stay up front?
Oh, sure. You want to stay here? And then we'll do, if you want to stand by the mayor. I'll stay. Okay. All right. Our second place winner is a $150 gift card, and that's Michaela Sosa. Great. This is on behalf of the Women's Leadership Team of South Plainfield and Suburban Women's Club. Thank you so much. And our third place winner for a $100 gift card is Aspen Kitchens. All right, they're not here. All right, do everybody want to squeeze together again? Thank you to Mayor and Council for allowing us our 6th year of doing this presentation. We're very proud of women's history.
Okay. It's going to work. It has to work.
Okay. All right. Congratulations. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you.
I did look through all your stuff.
Thank you.
I looked through all your stuff.
Is that a good thing?
Thank you. I don't want to, I'm going to stay for, watch the wrestlers.
Okay, at this point, since we're on presentations and we're going all over the place here, I'll call up the South Plainfield Elks for a donation to the South Plainfield Police Department. We can have the K-9 officers here, Captain, Cook.
We need more people here. We need new dogs. Yes, right here you can drop them whatsoever.
We charge.
This is the drop-off spot here, right?
The floor is yours if you want.
Is it for the canine unit? Oh, I see, no, okay, thank
That's
you.
the actual check. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Exalted Ruler Christine Sauer and the members of South Plainfield Elks Lodge, as a community-based organization, we like to consider us the premier charitable organization in our community. And we would really love for you to start to try to join us there in South Plainfield on Newmarket Ave. At any time you want to come down, see exactly all the different venues we do, you're more than welcome to come join us. We look for membership all the time. We do so many different things, but our community is our heart. And when we can help our community in any way, whether it's with the police, the fire, the rescue, the high school, our students through scholarships, this is what we are all about. So please come down and visit us. We'll show you around. We have a beautiful lodge there on Newmarket Ave, and we have the greatest people on earth. Thank you so much for allowing us to do this, Mayor.
You did mention it was a canine, right?
It's on the check.
Thank you.
Yes. So you can buy a little puppy.
Thank you, guys.
It's a direct deposit, you can take a picture of it,
Right.
right?
I did my application
Good, you
the other
good?
day.
Good. Well, look forward to meeting you. Hi, how are you?
Okay, now for the moment everybody's been waiting for. Another fine South Plainfield wrestling performance. And as a result, we are dedicating South Plainfield Wrestling Month. Now we have 3 different proclamations, one for the coaches, one for the managers, and one for the students. And since this isn't the first rodeo for you wrestlers, what we'll do is we will read the one proclamation for the students, and I will call everybody up front. And as you get called up, feel free to just join us up here on the dais. We will attempt to take a picture again with everybody behind us, and then we'll turn it over to one spokesperson for the team. So figure out who that's going to be and prepare. All right. Whereas wrestling, mankind's oldest and most basic form of recreational combat, traces its origins back to the dawn of civilization through carvings and drawings, estimated to be between 15 and 20,000 years old, found in caves in southern Europe. And whereas wrestling was the most popular event in the ancient Greek games, and lists of Olympic wrestling winners have been recorded since 708 BC. And whereas modern wrestling is a highly instinctive sport that requires strength, alertness, resiliency, and above all, agility and quickness. Whereas the South Plainfield High School wrestling students, coaches, and managers have compiled an array of team accomplishments for the South Plainfield High School wrestling team, of which are the Group 3 state champions for the 3rd consecutive year. Whereas the students, coaches, and managers, their achievements in wrestling have been numerous and commendable, and their commitment to the sport is reflected in their steady, persistent progress through much practice and competition. And whereas the Borough of South Plainfield, the County of Middlesex, and the State of New Jersey is proud to have these individuals as part of the community, as they exemplify the values that make the community strong and proud. Now therefore, I, Matthew P. Mayor of the Borough of South Plainfield, do hereby give accolades to these wrestlers and proudly proclaim June 2018 as South Plainfield High School Wrestling Month in the Borough of South Plainfield. Okay, so since we have a proclamation for each of you, like I said, if you guys can come up, we will call you by name, and then we have a proclamation for you that is personalized to each one. Okay, you want to do that? Kevin, you out there? Even better. Kevin McCann. Come on. You need a mic or not? You need a mic. Anthony White.
Joseph Howland. Tom Fierro. Joe Sacco. Mark Giordano. Joe Nadachi. Brendan Headed. Luke Niemeyer. Zach DeVecchio. Devon Pender. Kenny Clevenger. Our managers aren't here tonight, unfortunately. Our coaches are Bill Pavlak. Steve Johnston. And Mike Jakubik.
You guys are sitting. You guys slide the chairs.
Fill the camera.
We would like to thank the community and the town for letting us reach our goals. We have a lot of support throughout the town, and just want to say thanks to everyone.
I'd like to thank the council, the administrators, the board of ed, and coaches and wrestlers. I'd like to thank the council for having us here, honoring us here. We're proud to be here, and we want to thank. We also want to thank. We see the guys are wearing rings. A lot of 1, 2, 3 different rings they have on. There's a lot of people here that have given money for us to be able to have those rings. The EVA has given money, the Elks given money, and the Oil Foundation this year has given money. A lot of money, the big chunk comes from the wrestling club there in town. I'm sure I'm missing other people that might be here, but we'd like to thank everyone who has been part of the wrestling team, has come to matches, and has given us a lot of support. Thank you.
Oh, I know. He's got two of them, I see.
Okay, at this point, we will open up the agenda meeting for public comments on agenda items. Seeing none, close the public portion. Can I get a motion to adjourn tonight's agenda meeting? So moved. We are adjourned. Folks, we'll take about a 10-minute recess. You are more than welcome to stay, but you are under no obligation to do so. The public meeting of the Mayor and Council of South Plainfield for June 18, 2018. This meeting has been advertised in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act NJSA 10:40-6, so that's been notice of this meeting being provided to the borough's two official newspapers and also published on the borough's website. Amy, will you call the roll once more?
Councilman Dean? Here. Councilwoman Faustini?
Here.
Councilman Bash?
Here.
Councilman White?
Here.
Councilman Bullock?
Here.
Council President Benjamin?
Here. Thank you. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation by Councilman White.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this time that we be gathered together to celebrate our community and those who contribute to it so much. We ask that you would continue to cover and protect our community, all those in it. We ask that you would help us to maintain our respect for one another and to bear each other's burdens in these tough and difficult times throughout our world. We thank you for all that you've done and all that you're going to do. In your name we pray. Amen.
At this point, I'll open up for public comments on agenda items. One. Seeing none, close the public portion. Can I get approval for the council minutes of June 4th, 2018 agenda, public and executive? So moved. Motion by Councilman White, seconded by Councilman Dean. Amy, can you call the roll?
Yes. Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes.
Councilman Bash?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Benjamin?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. For final adoption, ordinance 2114.
An ordinance amending Chapter 84 of the Code of the Borough of South Plainfield entitled Police Department.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for final adoption on ordinance 2114? So
Second.
motion by Council President Benjavanga, seconded by Councilman Wallach. As this is for final adoption, we'll open it up for public comments regarding the passage of ordinance 2114. Bless you. Seeing none, close public portion. Council comments on the adoption of 2114.
Nothing to me, Mayor.
Amy, can you call the roll, please?
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
I recuse myself on the basis it may affect a family member.
Councilman Bash?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Benjamin?
Yes.
Passes 5-0.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for introduction on ordinance 2115? So.
An ordinance, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. For introduction, ordinance 2115.
An ordinance amending ordinance 2084 that provides for the compensation of the employees of Borough of South Plainfield and the method of payment of such compensation for the years 2015 through 2018 for non-union, professional, and governing body to adjust the clerk's salary and add the title of alternate construction official to the fire official's title with a salary adjustment for same.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for introduction on ordinance 2115?
So moved.
Second. Motion by Council President Benjavanga, seconded by Councilman White. Amy, can you call the roll?
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes.
Councilman Bash?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Benjamin?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for resolution 18-251A authorizing the promotion of the following police personnel: Daniel Noonan to captain, Michael Hoppe to lieutenant, Mark Bullock to sergeant, Lloyd McNally to sergeant, with a salary pursuant to police contract and the salary ordinance.
So moved.
Motion by Council President Benjavanga, seconded by Councilman Bess. Amy, can you call the roll?
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Recuse?
Councilman Bash?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Benjamin?
Yes.
Passes 5-0.
Thank you. 18-251B, authorizing the hiring of Patrick McGee and Frank DiBiase as police officers for the South Plainfield Police Department as salary pursuant to police contract and salary ordinance. Can I get a motion, please?
Second.
Motion by Councilman White, seconded by Council President Benjavenga. Amy, can you call the roll?
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fostini?
Yes.
Councilman Besh?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Benjavenga?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. At this point, I will turn it over to Councilman Wolak for the promotion of Daniel Noonan to captain.
Lieutenant Noonan, a 23-year-old veteran of law enforcement. In 1995, Lieutenant Noonan started the law enforcement career with the Middlesex County Prosecutor's Office as a prosecutor agent. In 1996, Lieutenant Noonan joined the ranks of South Plainfield Police Department. During his time with the South Plainfield Police Department, he served as police officer, detective, and an officer with a special province unit, and was then promoted to the rank of sergeant. As sergeant, he served in the patrol and training section of the operations division, as well as a detective sergeant with the criminal investigation division. In 2001, he was promoted to the rank of lieutenant. Since that time, he has served in the capacity of detective, lieutenant at the criminal investigation division, supervising 1 sergeant and 6 detectives and 1 juvenile detective. Lieutenant Newton and his wife, Jamina, for 9 years, have 2 daughters, Julie, age 8, and Leah, age 6. Lieutenant Newton grew up in South Plainfield, and his family still resides in the borough. Welcome, Lieutenant Newton.
Get next to your brother. I state your name.
I, Daniel Noonan,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, our next promotion is Lieutenant Michael Hopp. Michael Hopp is a 19-year veteran of the South Plainfield Police Department, having joined the police force in December of 1999. Michael graduated from the Seagirt Police Academy in April of 2000. Michael has served in the patrol section of the Operations Division in his entire career. He has served as a sergeant in the patrol division for the last 4 years. Michael has received the letters of accommodations and honorable service medals and exceptional duty medals and 2 life-saving medals. Michael has been married to his wife Kim for 13 years and is a lifelong resident of the borough. They have 3 children, Emma, Carly, and Ryan. He is the son of Charles Hopp and Mary Hopp. He has 4 siblings, Charles, Daniel, and Jillian, and Matthew. His brother Daniel is currently a lieutenant in the patrol division for the South Plainfield Police Department. Michael is a graduate of Kane University with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice political science. And I'd like to welcome Lieutenant Hopp up.
I apologize. Few people realize that was his nickname in the academy. Repeat after me. I, state your name.
I, Michael Hoppy,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
My apologies. Okay. Next promotion is Sergeant Mark Bullock. Sergeant Mark Bullock is a 17-year veteran of the South Plainfield Police Department, hired in July of 2001. He graduated from the Somerset Police Academy in December of 2001. He has been in the Patrol Division for the duration of his career. Since 2012, he has served in the Patrol and Canine as a Patrol and Canine officer with his partner Blitz. Two graduated from the Union County Sheriff's Office Canine Academy in 2012 for narcotics and 2013 for patrol. Throughout his career, Sergeant Bullock has consistently led the department in narcotics and DWI arrests. He has been awarded numerous accommodations during his career for life-saving, meritorious services and DWR narcotics enforcement. He has been also recognized by several outside agencies such as MAD and ASIS. Sergeant Bullock is a graduate of South Plainfield High School. Prior to becoming a police officer, he was a Middlesex County Juvenile Detention Officer and a New Jersey State Correction Officer for the Juvenile Justice Commission. Mark has two children, Samantha, a junior at Monmouth University, and Tyler, a sophomore in high school. Mark's father, Thomas Bullock, retired as a lieutenant of the South Plainfield Police Department. Mark's sister, Tara Bullock, is a former member of the police department and is now currently serving as a police officer for the New Jersey State Park Police. His sister, Cheryl Hughes, is a teacher at South Plainfield High School, and his brother, Jason Bullock, is retired from the United States Coast Guard. Welcome, Sergeant Mark Bullock.
I state your name.
I, Mark Bullock,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
and under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Okay, last promotions, but not least, Sergeant Lloyd McNally. Sergeant Lloyd McNally is a 14-year veteran of the South Plainfield Police Department, hired in January 2004. He graduated from the Somerset County Police Academy in June 2004, where he was recognized as the #1 overall recruit and selected by his peers to be the most likely to change his community in a positive manner. Sergeant McNally served as a patrolman for 5 years before transferring to the training division, where he served as the department's DARE officer for 2 years. Sergeant McNally was then assigned to the Criminal Investigation Division, where he served as a general assignment detective, a juvenile detective, and continued the DARE officer role for an additional 5 years. Sergeant McNally was then reassigned back to the patrol for a brief period before transferring to his most current assignment in the Special Problem Unit. Sergeant McNally also served as the department's senior baton and defensive tactics instructor, as well as a pistol and submachine gun instructor. Sergeant McNally is a lifelong resident of South Plainfield and a 1996 graduate of the South Plainfield High School. Prior to joining the South Plainfield Police Department, he worked in the industrial field and for 8 years, while also enlisted as a sergeant in the United States Army Reserves, specifically working as a nuclear, biological, and chemical operations specialist. Sergeant McNally has been married to his wife, Anissa, for 16 years, and they have 2 children, Alexander and Sarah. He is the son of Gordon and Darlene McNally, and brother to Darlene, Laura, and Gordon Jr. Welcome, Sergeant.
I state your name.
I, William McNally,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
All right, now we're doing new hires. Patrick McGee. Patrick is a 34-year-old resident in South Plainfield with his wife Elena. Prior to attaining residency in South Plainfield, Patrick was raised in Piscataway, where he graduated in June of 2001. After graduation, Patrick attended Raritan Valley Community College, Rutgers University, and Kane University. Currently, Patrick is employed by PVH Corporation in Bridgewater in the Wholesale Account Support Division. Welcome, Patrick.
I state your name.
I, Patrick McGee,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
All right, last but not least, Frank DiBiase is a 26-year-old South Plainfield resident who graduated from South Plainfield High School in June of 2010. Upon graduation, Frank attended Middlesex County College for 2 years, then transferring to Rutgers University, earned a degree in communications and minoring in criminology. Currently, Frank is employed by the Somerset County Prosecutor's Office as a full-time telecommunications operator. Frank's father, Joseph Jr., is retired from law enforcement along with his grandfather, Joseph DiBiase, who retired as the Denali Police Chief. I'd like to welcome Patrick. I'm sorry, Patrick.
Swing around this way. They're all over there. Okay, you ready? On this next. It'll be six. So I think we know. I state your name.
I, Frank DiBiase,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. I want to congratulate Patrick and Frank first and foremost. You're about to start hopefully a great career here in the borough of South Plainfield. Like any other profession, you got to learn to walk before you run, or some say hop. But in all seriousness, we view this as the best department in the state of New Jersey, and in that matter of the United States. These men and women of the police department here do a great job. Your swearing in here is probably a little bit different than most. You've got to witness 4 great promotions in the borough of South Plainfield here. And as we always say, these are the men and women, along with the entire department. Unfortunately, the chief couldn't be here tonight. But these folks have been through, I want to say almost everything, but almost everything. These are the folks that you should look to and learn as you progress in your career. And we hope that it is a long career, 100% within the borough of South Plainfield, serving the residents here. It is our mission to do anything that we can to possibly support you and the entire police department and the emergency services throughout the borough of South Plainfield. In that vein, if you do have anything, feel free to reach out to any of the members of the governing body. Once you approve through your chief, naturally, we don't want you to skip the chain of command. No problem. We'll stick with first names since it can be a little tricky at times, right? So to Daniel, Michael, Mark, and Lloyd, I've known you guys for a long time. You guys are truly the best and the brightest here, and you do make South Plainfield proud. Congratulations on this night, and we look forward to great things from you in the future, and keep building on what you've already done for the borough of South Plainfield. So it's my pleasure to serve as the mayor here, and you guys make that job very easy. So congratulations to everyone. And, just some quick council comments. Councilman Dean.
Yes, congratulations again to all of you. We do have one of the best police departments around, actually. I should say the best police department around. As being a council member, anytime that something comes up for the police department, it's, we know it's well needed, it's well deserved. And as to our new hires, again, congratulations and welcome aboard.
Thank you. Councilwoman Festi.
To each of the new officers, I want to wish them the protection and success in their new careers. I know that each of them will wear their badge with honor, and I thank them in advance for their service for the years to come. And to each of the officers that were promoted this evening, I have to say I'm extremely proud of all of you and the wonderful job you do. And I hope that you and your families feel the same immense pride, honor, and sense of accomplishment as you move forward into your new roles. And may God bless each one of you from this day forward as you continue to protect us. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Vett.
Yes, I would just like to congratulate the two new hires. Picked a fine police department to join. I'd also like to congratulate the gentlemen who have been promoted tonight. And my sincerest hope and wish is that when you go to work in the morning, you return home the same way that you left. And I thank you for your service.
Councilman Ward.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. To the new officers, I want to welcome you to our community. And as you look around, you can see the support that you have already. You can see a lot of people in civilian clothing who came out where they could have been other places tonight. They came out to support you and the officers that were promoted. And that's really what we're about. So never think that you're on an island. Never think that you're alone. Never be too proud to ask a question or stick out your hand for help. And you'll be quite successful, and we wish you all the best and all the protection. For those who were promoted, I'm very proud of you as well. And I thank you for your leadership, because that positioned you for this. You did your jobs that were put before you along the way, and were recognized for that. Now you have an opportunity to lead and take the department to new heights. And I know that you're more than capable of that. And I'd like to thank the top leadership in our police department for having the forethought, the presence of mind to begin to retool and restructure and be flexible and nimble with our police department. There's so many police departments across the country who are waiting for things to happen, waiting for things to change and then adapting. But we've been ahead of this, and you all have done a great job adjusting and making the changes necessary to put us in the forefront as opposed to behind. So thank you to the leadership. Congratulations to those who were promoted and those who have just joined the department tonight. God bless you all.
Police Commissioner Wolbach.
I can't say much more than Councilman White has said. I want to congratulate new recruits. I look forward to seeing you guys in your new career. And I want to congratulate you for promotions and Godspeed to you all.
Council President Benjamin.
Thank you, Mayor. To the new hires, congratulations and welcome aboard. You know, a lot of people here for your swearing in. Normally it's just a little crowd, but with all these promotions and everything, you feel honored to have all these guys behind you and supporting you as you move through your journey to becoming a police officer. To everyone who's been promoted, from Danny to Michael to Mark and Lloyd, congratulations. It's an honor to be here, sitting up here. I served as your police commissioner from 2011 until 2016, and I had the honor of swearing in Lieutenant Noonan at the time. Now, to see him here as captain, and Michael Hoppy and Mark Bullock when we swore him in as the K-9 unit. And one I didn't swear in was Lloyd McNelly, but I worked alongside with you at DARE and all that, and really want to thank you for all you have done. It's really an honor to see all you guys be promoted as I progress on my career, to see you guys progress on your career. But most importantly, I just want everybody, since I'm the last one here to speak, to turn around to these individuals' family members who really worry about them as they go to their job and support them every day. To the wives, the kids, the parents, grandparents, thank you for letting them be here with us tonight and serve South Plainfield. Give yourselves a round of applause.
And with that, you guys are dismissed. We'll take a brief recess. You guys are more than welcome to stay for the passage of resolutions and correspondence. I don't think 252 to 18-267.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Councilman White, seconded by Councilman Rolla. Amy, can you call the roll?
Yes, Councilman Dean. Councilwoman Fahey.
Yes.
Councilman Bash.
Yes.
Councilman Bailey.
Yes.
Everybody guys keep calling me, sorry, I'm on leave.
No, I called it.
Thank you. We have 4 items of correspondence. Zoning Board minutes, May 15th. Public celebrations minutes of April 19th. Thank you letter to the Senior Center. Environmental minutes of April 11th. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved.
Motion by Councilman White, seconded by Council President Benjavanga. Amy, can you call the roll?
Councilman Dean.
Yes.
Councilwoman Fahey.
Yes.
Councilman Bash.
Yes.
Councilman White.
Yes.
Councilman Bullock.
Yes.
Council President Benjavanga.
Yes.
Thank you. On payment of the bills for $1,076,714.86. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved.
Motion by Councilman White, seconded by Councilman Wolock. Amy, can you call the roll?
Councilman Dean.
Yes.
Councilwoman Fahey.
Yes.
Councilman Bash.
Yes.
Councilman White.
Yes.
Councilman Bullock.
Yes.
Council President Benjavanga.
Yes.
Mr. Rizzo, anything first tonight?
No, Mayor, progress.
Thank you. Mr. Cullen.
Yeah, Mayor, you know, this last part here is going to go awfully quickly, so I just want to, mention that, with resolution 18262, it looks like that is going to be paid by the water company. I know Mr. Miller has been going back and forth, and, essentially what happened is, we've had miles of roads that are being done by Middlesex Water, and as they're going through it, they're finding storm sewer basins that were in disrepair.
Yep.
So, it turns out that they're probably going to be a little bit short on some of the asphalt, and that savings are going to be removed, they're just going to be in the full boat. In addition to that, speaking of storm sewers, we've had a bit of a glitch on Orchard Drive, the storm sewer work that's being done there. It turns out that there are half dozen gas lines that are in the way, and they've tried redesigning it a bunch of ways, and it looks like they're going to need public service to lower those lines. So, I know the engineers forwarded something over to public service, and we're just trying to get an exact date out. The resolution for Nature's Choice, that was for the tub grinder, and I think Councilman Dean, myself, Alice, we've all been back and forth. Essentially from the storm that took place back in February, March, we had so many storms, I'm not sure the exact date. Our compost site is almost completely full. And we're looking at how we can empty that out sooner, or the easiest way and the cheapest way to empty that out. And we got multiple bids, and John's also helpful in that, and we're hoping to have them there this week to start grinding down that pile. The last few weeks also, I just wanted to mention, because he was helpful both with this, and I know we've had some hiccups with recycling, and Gary kind of put me in touch with the executive director, Polis, and he has really gone back and forth, and he's helped us in this, and I think everybody has seen there was an improvement in the recycling pickup a couple of weeks ago. They've added a 6th truck, and they've put a supervisor in the area, and all of that seemed to, wasn't perfect, but it was remarkably better than what it previously had been occurring. And with that, we're thankful, and with that progress.
Thank you. Mr. Miller.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, thank you. Middlesex Water Company has finished up the roads that are underneath the borough control. It's all been finished. They're working on County Road. Actually, tonight when you leave here, you may see that Lakeview may be detoured. So just consider that when you're going home. They should finish the road work out there this evening, and that would complete the project. They're going to be able tomorrow. Other than yes, Maple tomorrow. The mill and overlay project is out to bid right now. We're going to receive bids on Thursday to award next Monday. The Hadley Road project should be starting shortly after the contractor finishes up with the water project. And Black Rock is scheduled to do the sewer repair tomorrow on New Brunswick Avenue. They've also completed the drainage work on Rizzoli and As Glenn said, after we get the gas line straightened out, they'll be back to do the drainage on Orchard. That progress, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Mrs. Antonides.
Progress, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Best.
Yes, thanks, Mayor. As usual, I filled in my comments, so, but I would like to say that I had a resident ask me tonight about Dorm Avenue, and I know that we did some patchwork up on the corner of New Dorm and Dorm, because it was pretty bad. So I told him I would ask you to see where it is on the list of, or when it is to be paid.
Yes, the mill and overlay job that's out to bid right now is going to have a section of repair. We're going to go from the traffic light at Hadley down to the first intersection at Hogan. That section will be redone, mill and overlay.
That's towards New Dorm?
Yes,
That's towards, okay.
that seems to be the worst section.
And that's for this year?
Yes, that's going to be awarded next Monday.
Great. Okay, thank you. And with that, Mayor, progress.
Thank you. Councilman Bullock.
Progress, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Waite.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Progress.
Thank you. Councilman Dean.
Yes, Mayor. After the last meeting, I spoke to Alice Temple about the Franklin Avenue project, and she was going to reach out to Trillo, landscape contractor, about resolving those issues. I haven't been by that area lately to see if that was done, but she was reaching out to him as well on that to take care of that.
Yeah, the status on that is, I guess they took the ropes down, and they should be out there to stake. Originally, they were instructed not to stake quite else. They should be staking.
And then again, me, Glenn, and Allison, Robert, we met down at the recycling center sometime last week to go over the recycling, the brush pile and all that stuff, and we came up with the idea of moving the grass collection containers down into the compactor area, which was a great idea because I got nothing but compliments on that end of it. That people that weekend that, you know, it was just so much easier pulling in, emptying the grass, being able to get out of there and not drive through the mud and everything else. And that worked out well. Alice is just afraid that, I guess the DEP regulation is that it has to be fenced in there. But I told her that, you know, we have a fence that goes right across the whole recycling area, but she said they don't want, you know, people that go up there and talk, whether it's the DPW guys or the cops that go up there and do shooting practices and stuff to not block the gates. She's just concerned if we're, you know, get in trouble for that, if those gates don't remain locked. Other than that, with South Plainfield Ave, the paving, are we doing yellow stripes? Are they gonna stripe that?
Yes, the contractor should strike that.
Okay. That's all the white marks, all the stop bars and everything that was stripped. I noticed that wasn't. With that, that's progress, right?
Thank you. Councilwoman Faustini.
Yes, the playground equipment installation is complete at Willow Park. The area's been mulched and the guardrail has been put in. So it's open for business, and to make that official, we're going to be having a small ribbon cutting this Wednesday, June 20th at 6:30 in conjunction with the library storytime, and I invite you to attend. And with that, progress.
Thank you. Council President Benjamin.
Thank you, Mayor. A couple of weeks ago, early last week, Administrator Cullen, myself, attended a roundtable with PSCNG. The CEO, the new CEO of PSCNG was present, as well as Frank Lucchese, our liaison from the government end of it. It was a nice meeting amongst about 5 or 6 municipalities throughout the central New Jersey, from Westfield all the way out to Somerset, down to Piscataway, different representations, really talking about the response of storms and what issues we have in town that they need to know about. So one of the things that I brought up at that meeting, and Councilman Besh, you know about the Woodland Avenue traffic light. So it was a little confusing because at first I was like, okay, so you're waiting to fix a main over there, you tell me you only have one crew, but what happens is the main that's actually running under Woodland Avenue and Oak Tree is the main that, one of the two mains in central Jersey that goes under the Bound Brook. They have, the other main is deteriorated and they're replacing that. So this, if they shut down the main at the Bound Brook, the last one, there won't be any gas in the area. So they have to fix that first. But they said they will expedite it and be over here hopefully by the end of the month, if not sooner. So yeah, so they're moving along with that, as well as, you know, we brought up some stuff about the light poles down on Hampton Boulevard that get hit by, you know, cars or whatnot, that, you know, there needs to be a little bit more of a response. And they were very responsive and appreciated our input. And as soon as they followed up the next day and stuff like that, so it was a very productive meeting that we had with them. And then Councilman Dean brought up the paving that the water company's doing. I also asked the same thing about the striping because the whole downtown, I mean, the downtown looks great, and especially once we award the milling project next week, Front Street will be done, which will kind of complete that whole area. But yeah, they have to come back and stripe that whole area. So just one other thing about Plainfield Avenue and paving. Any update on that? Yeah.
Well, like I said, they're waiting for school to get out.
Okay.
We put that as a priority. We probably have about 4 or 5 roads that we have to do while school is out.
Yeah.
And that's one of them, so.
Okay, yeah, because we're going to be going down and doing that South Madison and whatnot. We want to do that over the summer, so we'll work with you on it, make sure it's not during the same time and anything. But yeah, no, we're moving forward, and I really do also on resolution. Resolution 1858 with the shared services agreement between the school. I want to thank the school board and the shared services committee in putting this together. Tonight we hired 2 police officers, not necessarily those 2 police officers, but that enables us to have 2 additional school resource officers into the school system. And it's a joint venture between us and the school board. And I want to thank them for their cooperation working with us on this endeavor. And with that, Mayor, progress.
Thank you. At this point, I'll open it up for public comments.
Suzanne Lee, Port Bullard, please. Thank you, Council President Benjamin, for bringing up Woodland and Plainfield Avenue, because I was going to ask about those projects since they seem to have stalled and they affect me every day. On behalf of the Cultural Arts Commission, I once again announced that we are doing the Christmas in July window decorating contest. So any people that are interested in painting a window downtown just need to contact us and let us know what theme they'd be choosing. It should be something Christmas oriented, and we will supply all the paint and the brushes, the supplies, and we look forward to having the town fully decorated in time for the festivities.
Excellent, thank you. Anyone else? Ms. Boyle.
Debbie Boyle, Van Fleet. This Thursday, the 21st, is the middle school graduation at the high school indoors. This Friday is the high school graduation, hopefully outside, at Joe's Field. And the Christmas in July committee has been meeting weekly, moving forward with that. We have about 70 spots already filled. I think we're at the max. Our dunk tank is ready to go. I know I reached out to everybody who was interested in being in the dunk tank. And the National Night Out Committee has been meeting. We've had 3 meetings so far, moving along with that. We have a lot of businesses that will attend and different raffles from different businesses. So with that, progress.
Excellent, thank you. Anyone else? Seeing none, close the portion.
Okay.
At this point, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting. We are adjourned. Have a good evening, everyone.